Have you ever been confused with quadratic equations? Well, today this video changes everything. Alright? Join me as I share with you the quadratic formula and make it very, very simple for you. I'm going to teach you how to solve any quadratic equation using the quadratic formula step by step with real examples. And once again, my name is Patience, the Brainy Tutor, and welcome. And please do not forget to subscribe, share, comment, and like. Thank you. Are you liking this video? Let's get started then. All right. But anyways, just to be sure you like it, go ahead and comment. Comment, I love math. So a quadratic equation is going to be any equation that can be written in the form of negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Take a pen and paper and write this formula down now. A quadratic formula is an extremely important formula in math, and it can be solved as x is equal to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now, what you see there under the square root is called a discriminant, which is the b squared minus 4ac part. Now, the discriminant is very important as well because it will be telling you how many solutions you'll get and whether or not those solutions are complex or real numbers. I am not going to get into that right now, but in a later video, I plan to go ahead and do a video on discriminant, just show you how important it is. So look out for that video in the future. So you still haven't subscribed? Wow. What are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe now. Come on. Waiting. No, seriously, on a more serious note, subscribe. So here you see the equation ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now you have, this is where a, b, and c are numbers, and the solution can never be 0. So whatever values you have for a, b, and c, you will always have a solution. And so this is the same formula that we use to derive the quadratic equation, and at some point in the future I'm going to show you how to derive that. And also, as you can see here, we are going to do two examples of quadratic equations. The first one is going to be the x squared minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0, and the second example we're going to do is 2x squared plus 3x minus 7 is equal to 0. All right. So the next thing we are going to do now is look at the steps that we need to solve a quadratic equation. The first step is identifying a, b, and c. Then we take those values and plug them into the discriminant. We apply the formula, simplify carefully. And step number 4 is very important because here a lot of people make mistakes. Sometimes in the formula they may not make the negative b. They may not make the b a negative, and some other people may calculate the discriminant b squared minus 4ac and not take the square root. So be careful about step 4, watch out for that, and do not make a mistake. Double check your work always, and be very careful. And then in the end, you should have 2 solutions. And if you would like to continue getting more math lessons from me, and you have enjoyed this video, please make sure you subscribe. Now we are going to do an example, an easy quadratic. You see here it is x squared minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Remember the steps we discussed earlier. Step 1 is identifying a, b, and c. A is equal to 1, b is equal to negative 5, and c is equal to 6. Are you still with me? I hope so. Let me know if you're lost. Tell me in the comments. We will then go to step 2 and plug those numbers a, b, and c into our discriminant, and so that will give us square root of a negative 5 squared minus 4 times 1 times 6. That will equal to square root of 25 minus 24 equals square root of 1, and therefore b squared minus 4ac is equal to 1. Next, in step 3, we will go ahead and use the quadratic formula by taking the discriminant that we just found in step 2 and plugging it into the quadratic formula. So plugging it in, we are going to have x is equal to negative into negative 5 plus 1 over 2 times 1, which is equal to 3. That's the first solution. The second solution will be x is equal to negative into negative 5 minus 1 all over 2 into 1, or 2 times 1, and that is equal to 2. Therefore, the final solutions for this equation, x squared minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0, using the quadratic formula, is x is equal to 3 or x is equal to 2. Final answer. We are now ready for the second example that I showed you. This is a more challenging quadratic. We're going to be solving 2x squared plus 3x minus 7 is equal to 0. We're going to be finding the x value. Once again, let's go through the steps. So step 1, we're going to identify a, b, and c. A is equal to 2. That's the number in front of the x squared term. B is equal to 3. That's the number behind the x term. And then we have c is equal to negative 7. Once we have identified a, b, and c, we are going to go to step 2, like we learned in the previous example, and plug these numbers a, b, and c into our discriminant. And remember, the discriminant is the term under the square root, which is b squared minus 4ac. That will equal to square root of negative 3 squared minus 4 times 2 times negative 7. That in turn will give us square root of 9 plus 56, which is equal to root 65. Now, step 3, we will take the square root of 65 and plug it into the quadratic formula. So we will end up with x is equal to negative 3 plus root 65 over 2 times 2. And x is equal to negative 3 minus root 65 over 2 times 2. And therefore, the final solutions will be x is equal to negative 3 plus root 65 over 4, and x is equal to negative 3 minus root 65 over 4. Now, where you see markups on this page, it's because I made a mistake and I just marked it out. I didn't want to confuse you some more by explaining what I did, but I just marked it off. I guess that proves that I'm actually a human and not AI. And yeah, that's it. And I just want to say that since 65 isn't a perfect square, we can leave that solution in radical form. It is okay. Those solutions that I just gave you are still perfectly correct numerical solutions, and we can leave it like that because we cannot simplify the square root of 65 any further than that. Like I said, it's not a perfect square. So before I leave you, I'm going to give you some homework to do. It's just 2 problems, and when you complete them, put them in the comments so that I can see who finished them first. The first problem is going to be 2x squared plus 5x plus 3 is equal to 0. And the next one is going to be x squared minus 4x minus 12 is equal to 0. Do not forget to follow the 5 steps that I previously gave you. Those will really come in handy. And so yeah, that's it. That's how you use the quadratic formula. And if you'd like to have more math tutorials, or you want me to cover factoring, completing square, or graphing an equation, please just let me know in the comments. Also, check out some of the previous videos that I have done before and I put on this channel. And once again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who you know needs help in math, either in your family, friends, or even at your school. Thank you for watching and have a great day.